Hey everyone, and welcome to another Friday night edition of Schmoedown Night in Canada. I am your friendly neighborhood soda, joined by Ben Rayner. Say hi.
Yo.
And joined by the newest newcomer to the group, Jess, the Kiwi from New Zealand. How you doing?
Howdy.
So, how y'all doing on this Friday night? We had a great show today, that's for damn sure.
Excellent show. Can't really talk about it. And can't really
Lots of
talk
fun.
about it.
Oh yeah, it had the best of both worlds. You had the character work in the first match, and then you had like the awesome title match in the second match. It was a great card all around.
The other card kind of reminded me of the Vancouver
Finstock?
no, from last season. You
Oh.
know that.
Oh yeah, okay. So Ben, do you want to fill in Jess, who hasn't seen that match?
Yeah, okay. There was this thing called the Wild Berries a few years ago. Wild Berries! Right?
That was what they would do. Yeah.
So the draft happened for season 7, and we're all excited to get drafted as a team. Winston drafted Vancouver, and he's like, "All right, I can't wait to get Newberry. They're going to be an awesome team. Yeah, they're going to be fun." Shannon comes up, says,
Like
"What
the
is
next
this?
pick. The next fucking pick.
The next pick. What is this?" I draft Newberry. Instantly, the whole room.
Instant heat. She became the biggest heel in the Schmoedown in that one moment.
That's a boss move. I gotta be
yeah.
honest.
And then fast forward, obviously they're not competing against each other. Makuga versus Dewberry last season in a loser must retire match. And Makuga lost.
Did that genuinely happen?
That genuinely happened.
So they genuinely were willing to put their career on the line.
Makuga, his wife was pregnant at the time, and he was starting a new business, so it made sense to at least write it in the storyline. Now, if he'd have won, well, I don't know what they would have done, but
they would have found some way to.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and forgive me if I'm wrong. I think Dewberry, technically speaking, is still on Shannon's roster.
Yeah, he was drafted this year. That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have to show you that draft. That was a fun draft.
Okay.
Oh my lord! Yeah, that was a great draft. It was the very first draft. It was done the same night as the awards from the previous season, and in the Comedy Store main room.
Yeah,
with fans and everyone there. It was apparently everyone got a little fashnicket. Ken found out he got drafted when he walked down the street with alcohol in his hand to go get a steak.
Was that the event where everybody got hungry because they thought there was going to be food? And
no, I think that was the second one.
Okay.
It might have been the second one. But yeah, there was one where they thought the thing was going to be catered, and that wasn't the case, and they've been drinking, and it apparently didn't go well.
No, generally doesn't.
But we're not here to talk about past drafts. We're not about talk about knapsack puking in a garbage can behind the bar. No, we're here to talk about tonight's Schmoedown Throwdown. So we had 2 matches happen tonight. The first was just a regular old singles match, a rivalry match. It was Rick the Rager Radis versus Frankie Alvarez. Almost said Alvedo. I'm like, that's not right. Frankie Alvarez. This was the character match of the two. This was the one where it was all about the rivalry. Rager was full on raging, probably naked under that robe, which is a scary thought. Who do you guys have going into this? I'm going to start with Jess as the newcomer to the Showdown.
So I didn't actually know either of them that well. So I just picked Alvarez because he was less of a heel, because I felt really bad for the other guys. It was a pity vote, but then the other one would have been a blind vote, so it didn't really matter at the end of the day.
That's fair point. What about you, Ben?
I didn't really have anything invested in this match, but I wanted Rage here. Well, that's why I know. He fits well with Finstock. I want them to stick together.
He's Finstock's bastard child.
So, would his mom be
Satan?
Tiffany
Yes.
Smith?
Oh, yeah, no. Tiffany Smith. Now, there's a fucking callback.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think he is a massive love child Finstock and Tiffany.
If somebody out there is listening, could you please Photoshop that image? I want to see a family picture of Dagnino, Tiffany Smith, and the Ranger. I think that'd be fucking great. You ever heard of Tiffany Smith? So she's kind of like an actress, a host, but she, for a long time, was part of the Schmoedown crew. And when Finstock was first introduced, Tom Dagnino, there was this thing where he was pretending to be madly in love with her, and she was like, "Oh, fuck off," like that type of thing. And there was a proposal. So that's the whole bit. Yeah, it's a very, very old school joke. It is. It's a great joke for those who remember it. Like those were great days.
Deep dive for those who earn the deep dive.
Yep. I'll have to send you the playlist, Jess, of the ones that are still available online, because those shows were great. You'll see where all this came from. But anyways, I also had the Rager go in because he was 2-0 going in. And I don't know. I figured he could get under Alvarez's skin a little bit. But let's start with the first round. So, Jess, you took the notes this time. Walk us through the first round.
So they both got the first question wrong, which you had the answer to, about the million and one shot. The 1,000,000 to 1 shot.
Oh yeah, Rocky, of course. Just because that is a phrase that is used several times throughout the movie, so it makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's probably used in your life for more than once, right?
Yeah, and it's actually, if you watch the original, like 20-second movie trailers for Rocky, that is also the tagline in there. His whole life was 1,000,000 to 1 shot. So
1,000,000 to 1 shot.
Adrian. Yeah.
And then they both got Rudy, which I found fascinating because I've never even heard of the movie Rudy, but they both got it.
Yeah, and it turned out to be wrong. So Rudy is a movie about a guy whose dream was to play on the Notre Dame football team and was repeatedly told he couldn't do it, and he managed to finally get in a game by earning his way on. It's one of those.
So it still was a sports film. So they were kind of on the money.
Yeah, it was a sports movie where that tagline would have worked as well.
Yeah, I like even got to play with Sean Astin.
Yep, Sam.
Yeah. Then they both got the second one wrong, and the answer to that was Looper.
Mm-hmm.
But Alvarez used his JTE. Next one, Radish, is that what his name is? I keep wanting to say Radish.
Rager. Or Radish.
Okay.
His name is officially Radish.
Rager uses JTE, and then he got the next 4 right, missed one, then got 1 right. So he came out of it with 1 point lead, so 5-4 with Alvarez.
Yeah,
there was quite a few missteps in it.
For
and
sure.
Alvarez had used his 2 JTs right in the first round. So
yeah, I think we all thought that at one point there, Brian. Yeah, the start of the match, it was a rough round 1. It was.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wasn't enjoying it. Especially when you compare it to the grade, the level that the next match was at. It was just almost night and day. And you know it's always worrying when someone uses up their JTEs in the first.
Yep. He used what? How many did he use? 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not good. You got to keep those low. At least the second half of round 2, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. And that actually will come into the next match. I'll mention it because there's a comment that Jess made, and that's actually what I said was this guy knows when to use his repeats. But anyways, so round number 2. So who was it that went first? It was Alvarez that went first?
Yeah, because Rager deferred, as we've already discussed.
Yeah.
I preferred deferring over actually taking it. Alvarez spun, got Disney, took it.
Yep, and this was the answer to the first question. It's like, oh, that's not good.
Yep, but then
Radish.
Then the Rager didn't get the steal either, so those were just lost points. Then the Aristocats, where that was set, we all kind of knew it was Paris.
Eddie.
And then
Alvarez missed it. And Rager got the steal.
With 1 point, though, because he went down to multiple choice. Then he got his next one right, and there's only... and then there's one right after that, so...
Yeah. And then Rager, he originally... What was it he originally spun?
Marvel.
Right. He landed on a Marvel movie, so he decided to respin, and he got spinner's choice. And everyone's like, oh, he's going to pick horror. I mean, that's his thing. No.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't.
He goes with Meg Ryan and sweeps.
Why do you think he did
Except
Meg
for the
Ryan?
first one. Except for the first question.
That's right, except for the first question.
Missed the first question, and then Alvarez got the steal for 2 points.
Well, did you have what the question was?
It was the one with Hugh Jackman. What was the film?
Oh, yes.
Kate Leopold.
You were so happy to know that one.
I love that film. I'm going to be real honest. It's not great, but I love it anyway.
I've never seen all of it.
He's an aristocrat, so he's so old school gentleman, like opens the door, takes her coat, stands up when she leaves the table, like that kind of level, and it's just really cute. And it's Hugh Jackman. It's like younger Hugh Jackman. Oof.
I've only seen parts of it.
It's good. So Rager came out with 12 points and Alvarez at 10. So there's only a 2-point lead going into it, which still pretty close.
Yeah, still pretty close. Anything is possible. And I mean, like going into round 3, like at one point, Alvarez did make Rager answer his 5 or his 2-pointer. Sorry.
Oh, so do you want the rest of the notes? So
I was incredibly baked during it, so I don't remember. You tell it to me and I remember it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
So Alvarez picked 3, 16, and 8. So the first question was action adventure, and it was Tom Cruise and Rosamund Pike and a couple other people. What movie did they star in?
And this is the one I pulled it out of my ass because I was like, I don't know, Jack Reacher.
Yeah, we were just going through Tom Cruise films. I was like, Mission Impossible. I don't know. But yeah, so he didn't get that right. Next one was horror. And it was Ross Jennings, who plays Ross Jennings in Arachnophobia, and he got Jeff Daniels for 3.
Yep.
Which meant that he had to throw it back to Rager. It was DiCaprio films for category 7, and it was the Baz Luhrmann film.
Yeah.
So it was Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And then so it had to go back to Alvarez, and he got musicals. And this is a question we were debating in the in the watch stream that we had. Because it came up with the 1985 musical with, are you just hanging your head in shame?
Yeah, because I told you no, it came out earlier and I was wrong.
So yeah, it was the musical that came out in 1985 that had the musical number, I Hope I Get It. And I was like, that's a chorus line. Like, I know that song. And Soda goes, no, it came out much earlier. I'm like, oh, damn, okay, I guess I don't know. And yeah, so unfortunately, Alvarez used his last JTE, still didn't get it, so which means that the Rager came out on top with 14 to 13.
I'm going to play this, but it's about me.
You're an idiot.
That's how I felt in that moment.
Good thing you're not a manager.
No. I'm sorry, 50 in advance. I'm 50 manager.
Are you actually? Oh,
yes.
My gosh, I'm sorry.
Which reminds me, we have, I got wait for him to get a match. Yeah, we've got a group chat ready to go and everything to help him study for his Innergeekdom. Don't worry, I'm
Just don't do musicals with him. I'll take that. I can coach him in that.
Calm the fuck down.
Was not me.
No, I knew. I could see the twinkle in his eyes. When
I figured. The reflection on his glasses. I think I broke him again. No, actually, what's funny is musicals is actually my category too. It says, unfortunately, I've never seen a chorus line, and I don't know the music.
And yet you corrected me. That's even better. It's even better that you corrected me when you're like, haven't seen it, don't know.
Okay, so what
did you do for the match, Ben?
I like the match. It's like good.
Okay.
Yeah, I just like, as far as matches goes. Oh,
do you see him as a rookie of the year? I see him as a nominee for sure. I think he gets earned a nomination.
Who?
Does he have it? No.
Who?
Rager.
No.
He's worthy of a nomination.
Yeah.
Harper?
And the rookie of the year was based on the character, yeah. But no.
Not with Thomas Harper as a rookie this year. The dude won the Star Wars belt.
Hello, what about Pain?
Yeah, and Paige has got a bigger claim to it. You're right. Yeah. Rager's definitely a nominee, but I don't think he takes it.
He might be the meat nominee, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I get it makes sense.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Ranger. I'm not an anti-Ranger fan, but come on. I mean,
yeah, it's you got to be realistic. Like I said, worthy of a nomination, win? No. And so following that, we had pretty much the match that everyone came here for. It was the Innergeekdom Championship match. Champion Mike Kalinowski looking to become the first person is he the first person to defend 2 times? Is that
Twice.
what he was?
Yeah.
Twice. Yes.
Yeah.
Going up.
No. Inman, I believe.
Right. It had been defended. It correct.
Yeah.
Going up against up-and-comer rookie who had a star showing in this match, Amaru Moses. Who did you guys have going in? This time I'll throw it to you, Ben.
I had KO.
Hey, Taco.
Hey, Taco, my man.
This is for you.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
And that's the only time I'm going to play it tonight. I'm sorry, Jess.
Not sorry enough. This is just going to be a constant. Should we just keep me and you, Ben?
So sorry. Who'd you have going in, Ben?
I had Mike. But piggyback on what you were saying, I put Amaru up. I had I probably put him on the same level as Paige for me.
Thank you, Leo Logan, savior to all. Yes. And what about you, Jess? Who'd you have going into it? Because you were telling me you had gone back, you'd watch a couple Kalinowski matches, you'd watch Amaru's matches. So who did you have going in?
Kalinowski, he's just really good at usually really good at what he does. I don't think he played his best performance in this match, just based on going back and rewatching older ones. I've seen him play a lot better, and considering it was a championship match, I don't know. I feel like he wasn't to where he usually is.
You know what?
As a newbie, as a newbie, I don't know what he's been like previously.
I'll sum it up real quick, and I picked this up either in the first round or the second round. And it's Mike who played today. In the Showdown match, that was KO.
Yeah.
But Mike was playing today.
This is the Mike that we saw pre-heel turn. Years ago.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Totally different beasts. Because if you look at Mike before he actually went full-on KO, corruption, the whole thing, he was good. He was damn good. But, I mean, he still had some kinks in his armor. He was still human as a war, but then when he did that transition, everything clicked into place.
I want to bring something up. I want to ask a question. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you won't. Do you know who Mike's first manager was?
No. Was it Sam?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was Roxy Strider.
Really?
They came in together. Well, she came in with Mike because they were doing a show at the time called DC Movie News over on the Popcorn Network. Her, Joel Gertner, and no, not Joel Gertner. Joel Gertner is a fucking ECW wrestling personality. Adam Gertner and John LaQuasto.
Yeah.
And then that's when Mike split from them. That's when he went into KO heel. But he used to come out like as dressed as in one of his Batman suits. He was Captain America once. Yeah, he came out dressed as Flash Gordon.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh no! Remember the Flash Gordon incident?
You're gonna have please refresh my memory.
I forget when he asked the question, but he messed up like a black pointer on his way to a collision or something. He flat out came out and said Flash Gordon before finishing the question.
Yeah, that's right. Wrong. He was overconfident. He jumped the gun, and it was deemed incorrect, and he lost the match. Yeah.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, KO wouldn't do that nowadays.
Nope.
Kate, so take us through round 1, please.
So they were pretty evenly matched. They both got the same one wrong. It was question 5. And it was the Marvel film, which is talking about this is how legends are born.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ghost Rider, and
Kalinowski
didn't have. Yeah, Kalinowski didn't have enough time to write the last R on Ghost Rider, so all he had was Ghost Ride, and of course,
this is where you asked me, like, why didn't you use the repeats? Because Mike Kalinowski knows how to play the game. He knows he might need it later.
Okay, I want to bring this up. I didn't think of it at the time.
Thanks, Brian. Flash Gordon incident was against Snyder.
Yeah. With all the benefit of the doubt wars that's been happening lately, why was he not considered for this match?
Because Mike didn't ask where he's like, I didn't get it. I didn't have time to finish it with Ghost Rider. So,
do you think if he put up a fight, do you think they would have given it to him?
Maybe, but then one thing you got to remember: Sam Levine, who co-wrote the rule book, is across the aisle from him. So,
yeah, okay. It is something that I shouldn't talk about. Like, yeah, I'm not going to go down that one.
No, for sure. So continue on, Miss Kiwi.
So then they stayed even. They both got the same one wrong. With the 1990s film that you thought was a Page Master, but it was the Matrix.
Yeah, who'd have thought? Maybe one more Page Master though.
To be fair, the Matrix was in 1999. It was the very end of the 90s.
Yep.
Very, very end of the 90s.
And the next one that Moses got wrong, because he had already used a JTA, was the character of the Phantom is in what film? And it was The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Another one I got wrong because I it's been so long since I've seen that movie.
So no perfect rounds. Kalinowski came out with 8 and Moses on 7.
Not a bad round overall.
No.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched. And then round 2, Kalinowski went first. He didn't defer. Spun Batman. Got every question right for a 2-pointer except for the one where it was how many generations the Wayne family had lived in Wayne Manor. Yeah. And we got that wonderful impression from Kalinowski.
Yep. Yeah, spot on impression. And he quoted the whole fucking line.
Michael Caine.
Yep, as Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. And the way to say his name with his accent is just pronounce it as my cocaine.
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
It probably wouldn't sound the same with me.
Try it. Try to say my cocaine, but as one word.
My cocaine. Or my cocaine.
There you go.
Yeah. So he went to multiple choice for that, so he only got the 1 point. And then Moses spun Planet of the Apes, and he spun again for Middle Earth.
Yeah. Which was right up his alley.
And he got a perfect round, which made them all both evenly matched going into round 3 at 17 points. But they did really well at Middle Earth. For someone that looked kind of like, oh yeah, I can take it. He did really well. And some of the questions were easy. Some of them were a lot harder, like how many dwarves came with Gandalf in the, what is it, the name of the first Hobbit film?
Incredible Journey.
There you go.
What? Incredible Journey?
I thought it was an unexpected journey.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Soda.
Yep.
Soda. We agree. You're right. You don't need to prove us wrong. And then we got round 3, which is the betting round. Because I haven't seen a lot of these matches yet since I'm super newbie to it. But they got graphic novels. Both of them bet 3, and they got it right for what faction? It was the Gargoyle faction.
Yeah. For what movie was it from again?
I didn't write that down. It happened so fast. I was trying to simultaneously write notes while listening, and it's not easy to do that.
especially with me and Ben talking in your ear, or mostly me talking in your ear.
That's when I generally, for some reason, I thought leaning forward would make things easier to hear. It doesn't change the fact that my headphones are still next to my ear, but I'm like, hold on. I think I can hear it better. So I don't know why I did that multiple times, thinking it would change things, but
hey.
And since they both got their 3, they both went into round 4 on 20. So far it's really evenly matched. Like Moses is making Kalinowski work for it.
Yeah, this is a star-making performance. And there is a comment, like I know you probably won't get it because it's a wrestling comment, but this guy actually nailed it on the head. Said this was an absolute star-making performance by Amaru. It's like the ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. Sure, Razor left with a belt, but Shawn left a star. That's what happened. Mike may have left with a belt, but Amaru left a star. He was amazing.
We went toe to toe.
Yeah.
He was going shot for shot with him.
Right to the last question.
Actually, he took the buzz around. Remember, he took it back from Kalinowski because he didn't let up. Kalinowski got the first buzzer, but he got the question wrong, and I'm not fast enough to write these things. So and then Kalinowski got the second one right, but all 3 after that, Moses beat him to.
Yeah.
So Kalinowski basically lost a point and then gained the point back. So his points didn't change from 20. And then Moses came out of it with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, which we thought was like, oh, it's done. It's done.
Yep.
We still had the 5th round to go.
Yeah. Not the 5th round or the 3rd round. Those final rounds could be killers if not careful.
The swing that that can come out of that 4th round is just insane.
Yeah.
So then round 3,
Mike missed on 2 Dark Phoenix questions tonight. Yeah, that is true. I mean, steady up on that, Mike.
Can anybody blame him? That movie was so forgettable.
Own it. Still haven't watched it. The only reason I own it is because I'm a completionist.
And this is how forgettable it is. I'm trying to think of Dark Phoenix, and I'm just thinking about Apocalypse.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, I think that's actually the one that he got wrong. That was the one he buzzed in for.
Yeah.
And then it was asked who's the first person to tell Dr. Xavier about Mystique. It's Mystique's, right? Death.
Yeah.
Was it
Dark
Xavier
Phoenix?
or was it Magneto?
One of them.
Yeah, I might be misremembering the question, but yeah.
Who told Magneto about?
Oh, there we go. There's Magneto.
Mystique's death?
Yeah.
And it was Hank or the Beast. They would have taken either or because technically both are correct.
Yeah. Do you remember what Mike had said was the answer?
Oh, no. Sorry, it all happened too fast.
I wonder if it's Cyclops.
Okay.
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
And because Kalinowski missed his 2-pointer, he had to get his 3 to stay in the game. And then it was DC, and it was where does the Penguins hide out? And was it Batman Returns?
Batman Returns, yeah.
And they're in Arctic World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So since he got his 3-pointer, it went back to Moses.
Amaru.
And he got fantasy sci-fi, and it's what game were they playing at the beginning of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? And it's hide and seek.
Love that movie.
Never seen it.
It's worth a watch. It's worth a watch.
And
James
then
McAvoy's Mr. Tumnus. It's so cool.
So it went back to Kalinowski.
Yeah.
I didn't actually write this, but I know he got his 5-pointer. It was the category was Alien Predator.
Yeah, it was who played. I can't remember the name of the character, but who played so and so in the movie Predators, and it was Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
That's right. And so then went back to Moses, and it was the Transformers question about where it was set for the Dark World, wasn't it?
Dark of
the Moon.
Yeah,
that one. Sorry, I'm getting it mixed up with Thor. But yeah, where was Sam Witwicky living? We think Moses said London. I didn't actually hear what his answer was.
He said London. We had said it was Chicago. Well, I had said it was Chicago, and did I hear somebody else say that as well? But
I said Chicago, and yeah, I think it's right.
Because I remember the second one takes place in Chicago, and I had mixed the two. I thought Dark of the Moon was the second one, not Revenge of the Fallen.
It was Washington, D.C., so which means that Moses doesn't get a lead on Kalinowski and he has to get his 5-pointer right. And it's the Back to the Future about who the manure company is.
Yep.
Use both JTEs, and you could see Sam in the background just doing this. Like he knows. He knows.
Because that name is never once said in any of the movies. You have to be paying attention
if you don't know it, you're not going to remember.
You don't know. And I kind of got it right. I think I said Jones and Sons Company, and it ended up being similar to that.
Because he said something like Asin, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said something that began with an A, and obviously he didn't get it right. So Kalinowski, once again.
Yeah.
Innergeekdom champion.
Yeah. And
still the champion at 25 to Moses, but damn did that man make him work for it.
Yep.
He did not let up.
Amaru Moses lost the match is what it was. And Mike didn't dominate him, Mike didn't beat him, Amaru beat himself. But it was still a great match.
Yep. It was a great match.
Yeah, and not a good night for the Suspects, as Leo Logan says, because they came out 0-2, but luckily they avoided the TKO in the first match, so they did not lose any points on the night.
They're not. It was a page in the tournament, right? Do they have anybody else?
I meant in this tonight.
No. I know you meant, but do they have anybody else?
In the singles tournament? Yeah, Paige.
No, anybody other than her.
Oh, no, I think she's the only one, because McQueenie lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know teams yet. I don't know factions at all, so...
Yeah, we're working on that.
Slowly, okay?
What were you about to say, Ben?
No, nothing.
He was going to back me up. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I know where I stand. So I'm going to put myself down here. So after the match, we had Jen Sturger, the awesome Jen Sturger, interviewing Mike Kalinowski, and who crashes the party but Mike's opponent at the Spectacular, Robert the Spider Parker, to which Jess asked, "Who's that?"
I'm new, okay? Stop trying to cancel me on the internet.
Dude, they are.
Well, now that he's gone.
Calm the fuck down!
But no, Robert Parker comes out. They do this. They set up the storyline for going into Spectacular. Coming out of this match, well, who do you like? Okay, it's unfair to ask Jess this because she's never seen a Parker match. So, Ben, who do you think will win between Parker and Kalinowski?
It all depends who comes to play that day.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike or KO.
Yeah.
KO, yeah. Mike, I don't know. I mean,
I it's tough because Parker is living up to the potential that he was bestowed with last year. And he's been a juggernaut through the tournament. So it's a pick 'em. Basically, it comes down to what the score is after round 4.
I'm almost afraid to know if Smith says, what is her name?
He says Mike still won the match. He just needed to play well to capitalize on Amaru's bad. So he was just contradicting what I had said.
And
he's right.
And correct me if I'm wrong. The reason Mike was getting good today, he was a heel today.
Of course, he was full on heel.
When he played Chandru was a heel.
Oh, it's because everyone hates the character of Chandru Dodnapani.
Right. Yeah, okay.
So he was cheered by default, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. So overall, what were your thoughts of the pay-per-view tonight? Thumbs up, thumbs middle, thumbs down. Jess? Yeah, I'd give it a thumbs up.
But that was mostly for the second match. The first one was kind of... It wasn't bad. It just wasn't up to the level of the other one, as opposed to the last one, which was the first pay-per-view I'd ever watched. Both matches were insane.
Yeah, the first match reminded me of the Schmoedown of old, where like where they weren't high-scoring matches.
Okay, Dream Matt. You know who I want to see? Dream Matt.
Hmm.
The Ranger versus Warfather.
Oh, the Warfather coming back from the minors. Hey, anything's possible next year. So there is a character
Three-way.
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 Barbarian?
What?
With the Barbarian?
No. Flaus.
Oh, dear God. I don't think Flaus is ever going to make it back to the Schmoedown. But no, to fill you in, Jess, the Warfather was a character who was brought in last year, a rookie. Basically, he played like an oafish Viking.
I figured from the name.
Yeah. Great character. Match work, not so much.
No. Not fun to watch.
Oh, for sure. Always had a fun watching that guy. Yeah. This is like the poor man's Barbarian.
Ah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm playing.
I can find out. God, thank you once again, Leo, for creating the wiki. You are a godsend.
I'm YouTubing, folks. How is everyone today?
Why isn't the Warfather on there?
Let me look up his real name. Eric.
I don't even know what his real name is.
Eric something.
Eric something.
Eric Barnes. There we go. No. He's only played 2 singles matches against Claudia Dolphin and Janine, and he played 2 Innergeekdom matches, a triple threat that he lost, and against Greg Alba in the qualifying match for last year's tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. So does anyone else have any more thoughts on the match tonight? What we got?
A fun match after a fun week.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. It's always great to see the matches in the Scum and Villainy Cantina because you realize the Schmoedown that a lot of us fell in love with is coming back.
Yeah.
What about you, Jess? How did you feel overall?
I enjoy it. I enjoy watching probably the more important matches rather than the what is it? Undercard. But no, it was lots of fun, especially a match like this. It was really tense the whole way through. Agreed. So that's what I loved about it. It wasn't just a slaughter.
No, that was a match that needed to be live. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have been as good. Sorry, it wouldn't have been as good if it was on digital.
Yeah, nowhere near.
No.
Well, all right then. So, Ben, where can everybody find you?
Find me right here on the channel every Saturday morning on Get Ready with Matt, 50, and whoever else we bring up. Tomorrow's going to be a fun one. You can also find me on Matt Schmoedown, Schmoedown show where we go into players' careers. Tomorrow we're going into not a long career, but an important one and an exciting one. Marisol McKee.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find the 3 of us, plus our friend Tracy on recapping Space and Time, and Shooting the Breeze. We will be reviewing Halloween movies this week. Halloween 3, the season of the witch.
Yeah.
And it's scary?
No.
Okay.
No. It's not. God, no. It's probably the least scariest of the Halloween movies.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, and of course, Taco had to throw that in there. Go back and watch last night's all-night Taco stand. It was 7 hours of
we had 2 special guests as well, 2 unexpected special guests.
3.
Oh, that's true, 3.
Yeah, that's right. 2 of them did appear at once. No, definitely check out that show.
They came in the same box, so I counted them as one.
Yeah. I was on for a bit. Jess was the co-host all night. Ben was on the very beginning. Great show. It sounds like everyone had fun doing it. It's definitely getting a lot of views right now. A lot of views. So definitely go watch it, like the video, boost it, because it was a heck of a time. And as for myself, you can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman. You can find me on all the shows that Ben has mentioned. You can also find me most Saturdays producing Let's Talk About Star Wars, but however, we're going on our 2-week hiatus that we do once a month. And you can also find me on Wednesday evenings on the Squared Slice, where myself and Dustin Dubuque, we just talk about whatever we want about wrestling. We don't really delve into the new stuff much. We usually talk about older stuff. So this past week, we discussed the very first WWE draft from March of 2002. So definitely check that out. So on behalf of myself, Jess, Ben, everybody here at Schmoes of the North, don't forget to like, subscribe to this video.
What's wrong, Ben?
Nothing. You didn't get to plug yourself.
I just did.
No, he's talking to me. He's talking to me. It's all right. I don't matter. I'm like the points in this show.
Where can everybody find you, Jess?
Probably on one of these streams. I think the next one I'm doing is it Schmoedown? Where we
Sunday,
break down
you'll be sleeping when we do get sweaty tomorrow morning. So
I'm definitely hoping to be sleeping, and then hopefully I'll be helping recapping Space and Time.
Don't worry. We'll
make that work.
You'll probably find me on this channel continuously because it's keeping me going now.
Yeah. I still gotta watch the name of the Night of the Doctor, the last one.
Time of the Doctor.
All right. Good night, folks.